So let's propose something else and let's see if you will agree with me again this time, and if we are going to be right or we are going to be wrong, if we are going to get it wrong again. So my proposal this time around is based on the premise that this May that you see here contains all the dates that are in the month of May, right? That makes sense. Which means for every month you see here, it's not just about the month, it's about all the dates within that month. And if somehow I can be able to move my dates backwards the way I like, right? So maybe if I say today is 1st of September 2020, and there's a function that can help me move this back 1 month, that is to give me 1st of August 2020. Then I may be able to do something about this. So let's think about it. So if I go back to this place and using that ideology, I want to change my variables from selected day and selected month. I want to use something entirely different. So first, let me clean all of these filters I have here, because I'm going to replace it with something else. And then let me also clean what these variables are and define new ones. So this time, let's say variables, and I'm going to call this one selected dates. So for selected dates, I need a list of all the dates that are currently selected. So for January 2015, it will give me 1/1/2015 to 31/1/2015. When it gets February, it should give me 1/2/2015 to maybe 28 or 29/2/2015. That is using day, month, year. So what can I use to get a list of all the dates that are currently selected in the current context, right? That is values. I can use the values function. Remember, you can use values function to pick up all the dates that are currently selected. Then I'm going to define the next variable, var, and this is going to be equals to, let's say, selected dates in the previous month, or let's say previous month dates instead, right? So previous month dates is equals to, now I need to be able to get a function that can look at all the dates I have selected here and just give me their versions for the previous month. So just go 1 month back from all of these dates, right? So I can use this function called DATEADD. So if you see, DATEADD says move the given set of dates by a specified interval. Okay, so DATEADD wants the first argument to be the dates that I want to move from. So I want to move from the selected dates. The selected dates in this case are the dates of the month I have selected. So move from the selected dates, comma. Second argument, number of intervals. How do I want to move? If I want to move to next month, I'll put 1. If I want to move to next 2 months, I'll put 2. But in this case, I want to move backwards to the previous month. So that will be -1. Then, comma, -1 of what? -1 of day, year, month, or quarter. -1 of month. So just go 1 month backwards. So close this. Then I can come back to my calculate here and say calculate revenue. Then for my filter, I want to open it up. I'll use a filter function. Filter, of course, we know I have to open up the complete calendar. So all of the calendar. And for the filter expression, I would say that where the calendar date, so open up all of the calendar and filter the calendar dates function to all the ones that are inside. You know, this thing you see here, previous month dates, contains a list of dates, because selected dates here contains a list of dates that we are trying to move back by 1 month here. So that's a list of dates. So I'm saying filter the calendar table to where the date falls in any of those dates in that list, in the list of previous month dates. Okay, so close this parenthesis and let this one also be closed here. So calculate revenue, filter the calendar table to where the date falls within the date in a previous month. So when I hit enter, let's see how that works. So now you can see that even for January 2015, I'm able to pick the value of December of 2014. And as a matter of fact, this happens to work better than even the previous month function. And that's because typically the totals that you see in DAX are really not the sum of totals. They are more or less like things that happen when a particular filter is not selected. So having this 69,000 here for the previous month function, it simply just picks the last value it finds from the previous year. But using this new method of expanding the previous month function, we are even able to get the correct result that tallies with the total for all the previous month for that particular year.